2024 will be so packed with excellent titles that we're back with a new video discussing the best movies that will revolutionize the cinema industry. Terrifier 3. Buckle up, horror junkies. Terrifier 3's carving its way into the scene, and it's looking like Christmas is coming early. But not in a good, jolly Santa Claus way, more like a lock your doors and maybe cancel Christmas kind of way. Details are scarce, but we do know that David Howard Thornton is slipping back into those oversized shoes as Art the Clown. This time, Art's bringing his own brand of holiday cheer to Christmas Eve. Imagine settling down for a silent night, and this guy pops down your chimney. Spoiler alert, he ain't leaving presents, unless you consider panic attacks a gift. The money pot for Terrifier 3 is fatter than a Christmas turkey, meaning even more quality screams. Maybe. Or at least we'll get some visual boosts. After all, the last two parts were great, so hopefully the budget's enough to reach their plane. Gladiator 2. Ever expected Gladiator back on the scene? Well, he is, and that's why 2024 is so epic. Don't worry, Maximus isn't rising from the dead. Instead, we've got Lucius, all grown up and apparently done playing with toy soldiers. Played by Paul Mescal, he's strutting around as emperor, and let's be real, the only throne most of us have mastered by that age is made of porcelain. Will Lucius follow in the sandal steps of his hero uncle, or will he throw a thumbs down on all that and rewrite the Gladiator rulebook? Only one way to find out. Gladiator 2 promises to be the kind of blockbuster that's worth the 20-year wait. You know, like finally seeing the Rolling Stones album. Yahoo! Except with more swords and probably less leather. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Back in 2018, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse blew our collective minds, scooped up all the awards, and had us all pretending to shoot webs in our bedrooms. Across the Spider-Verse hit us with a plot twist thicker than a bowl of Aunt May's oatmeal. Now, Beyond the Spider-Verse was initially promised to be released in March 2024, but then, bam, industry strikes rolled in like a supervillain squad and tossed the schedule out the window. Classic cliffhanger move, even for Hollywood. But something tells me the new Spider-Man movie will eventually flip its way to a screen near you in 2024. The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. All right, Middle-earth maniacs, buckle up your Hobbit-sized belts because we're taking a wild ride way back in the Lord of the Rings timeline with The War of the Rohirrim. So Warner Brothers is at it again. Series disaster didn't teach them a thing, so they're digging deep into the treasure troves of Tolkien's tomes to bring us an animated epic about Helm Hammerhead. It'll be a story about the legendary King of Rohan. Yeah, the horse-riding, orc-slaying, you had me at Rohirrim crowd from the Two Towers. Now, who better to voice a king so mighty than Brian Cox? The man's got a voice that could command an army or read a pizza menu and still make it sound like an ancient prophecy. Transformers 1. Are any Transformers fans still alive? This isn't just any Transformers adventure, folks. We're hitting the reboot button all the way back to the shiny Autobots. Expect less Bumblebee buzzing around Earth and more epic metallic throwdowns in a world that looks like a heavy metal album cover come to life. And who's calling the shots? None other than the maestro of Toy Story 4, Josh Cooley. He's swapping out Woody and Buzz for some slightly heavier artillery, and by heavy, I mean the big rig himself, Optimus Prime, with Chris Hemsworth giving voice. Every hero needs a baddie, and Brian Tyree Henry stepping up as Megatron. It's like Darth Vader facing off against Mufasa in a galaxy not so far away. Inside Out 2. Yep, you heard it right. Pixar's going back to the Cranial Command Center of Riley, who's no longer just a kiddo sorting out her feelings. She's all grown up-ish and tackling the college scene where the emotional stakes are higher than a pop quiz in quantum physics. And guess who's leading the pack? Joy, voiced by the Queen of Pep, Amy Poehler. We're talking new emotions, people, because if you've ever been or seen a teen, you know there's a whole spectrum of drama that puberty brings to the party. Garfield. Just when we thought Pratt had reached peak voiceover hero by bringing Mario to life, he proves that his quest for animated domination is far from over. And now he's about to serve up a Garfield with his signature charm baked right in, just like that extra layer of cheese. Samuel L. Jackson's joining the party as Vic, Garfield's dad. This is Hollyweird, baby. With Pratt's charisma and Jackson's, Jacksonness, we're about to get a hell of a family reunion. But we're barely scratching the surface here. There are more movies for us to talk about, so make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you're looking for more. See you in the next one.